Filicide. That is the act of murdering your own child, killing your own kid. 56% of filicides are committed by specifically the mother. A very small percentage is committed by stepfathers. About 2%. We don't have the number on there for stepmothers, which is surprising because stepmothers have a pretty high body count too. About 6%. That's 3 times more likely than stepfathers. Stepfathers are at right around 2%.
In 600 feet, turn left onto Pacific Avenue.
Filicide. Can you think of anything grosser?
Turn left onto Pacific Avenue.
Well, that worked. %. Filicide is the act of killing your own child. Just so you know, the statistics ain't that much different when it comes to infanticide. That's killing of infants. Yeah. Infanticide is a lot less common in the Western world. There used to be a lot of different reasons for it, but nowadays you can go to prison for literally all of those reasons. So it's highly recommended that you just don't do such a thing. Now there is a pretty decently high number of men. I mean, sure, we got 59%, they say, and then 39% are men, or are fathers, and then 2% are stepfathers, and then of course we don't put the stepmother there one, so it doesn't actually fit the way that it should, does it? We're missing some numbers there, and we're always missing numbers there. We're always missing part of the statistics. Whenever it comes to the amount of crimes committed by women against their own children, we always try to hide that shit. Or we blame mental illness like, oh, poor them. Or if it's a father, we blame mental illness like, oh, they're fucking sick.
600 feet, turn left onto Kingswood Place.
Why so much difference? Why so much variance? Because we've created a society whereby women are not to be held accountable. We're to feel sorry for them because only women are allowed to feel emotions, express emotions, show emotions.
500 feet, turn left onto Del Monte.
It's horrible.
Turn left onto
It's
Del
painful and
Monte
it
Avenue,
kills.
then turn left onto First Street. Turn left onto First Street.
The ones who are most likely to commit infanticide seem to be the ones that use their children to hide behind. People like Leslie Snell. People like Kayla Trujillo. People like Laura Nelson. One of the primary reasons for infanticide is because a parent just feels like their kid might be perfect. You find out your kid's got Down syndrome. You find out he's got autism. You find out he's got Tourette's. You find out he's different. Males are the most likely victims of infanticide in the United States. Males are the most likely to be murdered by a mother. Girls are most likely to be killed by, well, they're pretty even on that. Men and women are both pretty even on who's most likely to kill your daughter. Sorry, not men and women. Mothers and fathers in specific. We should stop blaming all men because there are literally millions of single men in the United States who didn't kill your fucking kids. There's between 450 and 500 filicides in the United States every year. 450 to 500. That's really not that many if you think about it, are you sure? How many filicides go undocumented? How many are just entered in as a missing person? How many missing children were killed by parents who are still out looking for their children? I was gonna look something up on my phone, I just can't remember what it was. I'm sure it was a question about filicide. How many children die in foster care in America every year?
Here is information from Fixcus.
Deaths in foster care. How many children die in foster care in the U.S.? Let's see. Among 8,348,656 person years for children in foster care from 2003 to 2016, there were 3,485 deaths, or 35.4 deaths per 100,000 person years, versus 25.0 for the general population. Pretty significant. With an incident ratio of 1.42, 95% CI, 1.37-1.47 figure and table. God, that's a bunch of fucked up bullshit once we get into it, isn't it? Let's see. How about a foster care system in America? It says, overall, there is a need for more foster care. Some claim training for foster parents is inconvenient or even difficult to access, and sometimes foster parents are not informed of children's histories, such as past sexual abuse. As many as half of foster parents quit within the first year. Which state has the most kids in foster care? Alaska. Topping the list, the number of children in foster care in Alaska is shockingly high. Most of the children come from homes where parents' drinking or drug use has resulted in neglect. Alright, well, I gotta go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this video.
Please stop blaming all men. Please.